Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing a closet and wardrobe clean out of all of my daughter's clothes. She is growing so much and I just obviously need to clean up and clean out and organize all her clothes and all her things because there's a lot of things that she doesn't use anymore that she used to use daily that I left out when we moved. And I just need to bag it all up and have it ready to go out in the garage so that we don't have it in the house anymore. I really don't need everything that I have for her inside. Please hit that red subscribe button down below if you are new here. But today I just wanted to kind of chit chat with you guys while I organize about the stigmas of being a mom and things that kind of bother me, because there is a lot of things that bother me, especially on TikTok and social media, about how if you do this, you're not a good mom. If you do that, you're not a good mom. When really, in reality, we're all good moms. It's just we all choose to do things differently. And I just wanted to start off with like pregnancy and labor and everything. One thing that really bothered me is how many people always told me like, hey, you can't do this. You can do that. You can't do this. I got so many people telling me you can't get your hair done. You can't get your nails done. You can't drink soda, you can't obviously drink Red Bull and stuff, which I didn't do that. You can't have any like deli meat even if it's heated up. You can have deli meat if it's heated up. I feel that if your doctor is okay with it, like my doctor was okay with me having deli meat. She said that if I felt more comfortable, I should heat it up, but there's not really that much issue with it. Like there is so much stigma around that and how people just get so worked up if they see a mom having a turkey sandwich or a pepperoni and things like that, which I just feel like if it's not your baby, it's not your issue. And if you aren't like close and the mom isn't normally willing to take like advice from you, why would she take advice from you on her pregnancy? So if you're not that close to her, don't offer advice. The other thing, like for labor, is like having a natural labor, having an epidural, having an induction, not having an induction. I had an induction and an epidural, and there were several people in my life that thought I was being ridiculous, that I shouldn't have an induction, that I shouldn't have an epidural, that my body is made for this, which it is. But I chose to have an epidural and have an induction. My thought was, if modern medicine has come so far to be able to let me have a painless, I guess, labor, I am going to do that. Like, modern medicine isn't bad. Like, there's so many people that choose not to, and that's amazing, and I'm so glad for you, and I'm glad if you are able to wait out and not have an induction. But I just was having some, like, major kind of anxiety about, will I go into labor tonight? When I went to bed, I didn't know obviously ever if I was going to go into labor. But I feel like whether you have a C-section, a natural birth, a birth with a medicine, like it doesn't matter. And I feel like people shouldn't majorly, not that they shouldn't care, but that they shouldn't express their opinions unless they are asked for from the mom. Because like me, there are several people in my life that never had an induction and they never had an epidural. And I really felt like I wanted to because, like I said, if modern medicine has come this far to be able to let me have a labor without pain, why wouldn't I do that? So I decided to, and a lot of people shamed me for that. And it really bothered me, but every birth is beautiful and every birth is different. Maybe next time I would have it without getting induced or without having an epidural. But for this labor and delivery, I wanted to have an epidural and I wanted to be induced. And it actually was suggested by my doctor that I got induced because my baby was measuring large. So they were worried she wouldn't fit out my birth canal because I was a first-time mom. And I really value my doctor's opinion. I really trust her. And I just feel like if I trust my doctor, I am going to do what she says or what I feel is good for me. And that's what I felt was good for me. Another thing that really bothers me in like motherhood is how many different like opinions there are on you shouldn't let your kid fall asleep in the car seat. You shouldn't let him fall asleep in the swing. You should. I know that like it is said that when a kid falls asleep in their car seat or a swing or something like that, that there is a higher chance of SIDS. But my thought on it is, if I am not going to carry around a like foghorn to keep my baby awake, if she falls asleep in her car seat, it'll be just fine. I'm not worried about the car seat. We obviously practice safe sleep and have her in her own crib when she's sleeping, and we'll snuggle in the morning for a little bit typically. But I just feel like if what that mom wants to do is like say they want to co-sleep and some people want to have their kid in a crib, like if that's what they want to do, that's what they're going to do. And why would someone try to deter that unless the opinion is asked of them? I just feel like there's a lot of opinions given out that shouldn't be during pregnancy and having little kids. Like the other day I was at the farmer's market and I had Maddie, I had her have sunglasses on, and a lot of it was shaded, so I didn't have like a hat, and I had her out of her stroller, and a older lady came up and grabbed her foot and told me, she's like, it takes less than 5 minutes to burn a infant's foot. Look, it's already sunburned, which it was not. Maddie is just naturally red. Her cheeks are always red. Her feet and hands are always red. It doesn't matter if she's been inside all day or if she's been outside. And I always put some sunscreen on her. It's not like she was unprotected. But it just kind of pisses me off that people feel the need to come and grab my baby when I've never met you. We're out in public and you have no idea who I am or what kind of mom I am. Because if you didn't want to put sunscreen on your baby, like, that's up to you. It's your kid. And I just feel like, especially older people, they tend to overshare and give their opinion when it's not wanted. And it just kind of has always bothered me. Like when she was 2 or 3 weeks old, someone asked me at the store if she was sleeping through the night. What 2-week-old is sleeping through the night? I mean, it is very, very, very uncommon if a 2-week-old is sleeping through the night. So I just was kind of like, no. And he's like, well, don't you want another one? No, I don't want another one right now. I just had her 2 weeks ago and my body is still healing. And I am so unfamiliar with being a mom that I was scared. I didn't really know what I was doing. And it was hard for the first couple months. I didn't really like, I guess, the newborn phase as much as some people do, and I love where she's at now. She's almost 6 months old, and I absolutely love her age right now, with her laughing and rolling and starting to get up on her knees and stuff. I think she's so fun right now, but it just kind of bothers me that people are always interjecting like, oh, you should have a kid at this age when your daughter's this age because you need to have them this age apart or this far apart. And I just feel like if I wouldn't normally be asking for your opinion, I don't really want it, just because I am my own person and I know what's best for me and for my family. And that's in between me and my husband when we have a second kid. It's not really in between me and a stranger at Walmart, if you get what I'm saying. Yeah, but I just don't really understand why there's so much judgment in the motherhood community. Like, we should all be supporting each other and loving each other. But I'm glad that I got to share my thoughts with you. Please comment down below what your thoughts are on this, because I would love to know. But I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video. See ya.